Start off the month with the sun in Cancer. And this activates the area of your life that has to do with your lifestyle. It has to do with your health habits, your diet, your psychological diet, how you feed yourself emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically, your work habits. Then on July 3rd, Mars goes into Libra. And this activates the area of your life that has to do with your beliefs, higher education. Maybe you're going back to school. Maybe you're going on for your PhD or your MBA, or maybe you're a teacher and you are involved in teaching classes, or you're thinking about teaching, or you're thinking about traveling abroad. It is a wonderful area. It's a very exciting area. It has to do with future vision, expansion of consciousness. At the same time, Mars goes into Libra on July 3rd. We have the full moon in Capricorn. And this activates the area of your life of working behind the scenes. It has to do with your hidden strength, but it also has to do with how we get in our own way, how we limit ourselves, how we restrict ourselves, how we even frustrate ourselves. So when we're in the cycle of Cancer, Capricorn, this is a time for you to rest, recharge your batteries, work behind the scenes, rebuild your body, strengthen your mind. It's the body-mind-spirit connection. So it's a really good time to be researching, working on your health, working on your diet, and that strengthens you. And so it gives you a lot of good energy so that when the sun goes into Leo, you're ready to go. Okay, now the Capricorn full moon is in challenging aspect to revolutionary Uranus and evolutionary Pluto. And those of us that have planets, points, and houses between 5 and 12 degrees, Aries, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn, will feel this energy greatly. Because we're at the crest of an evolutionary wave that's been building for years. And when the first Pluto-Uranus square went exact on June 24th. And that was the first exact square that will continue through 2015. The sun kicked it off on June 29th, when the sun went into Cancer and caught up to Pluto-Uranus. It also formed a T-square. So the last week in June was very intense, and the first 3 weeks of July are going to be intense. So that's why it's a good time to kick back, do your meditation, do your resting, watch your diet, look at your health habits, look how you feed yourself emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and physically, and be aware. Now, Pluto and Uranus for you are in areas that have to do with how you think and communicate. Uranus is your ruling planet, and Uranus is moving through the area of your life that has to do with short distance travel, the car you drive, all forms of communication, speaking, writing, teaching, emails, your attitude, your intellect, squaring powerful Pluto in the area of your life that of what's hidden. So if you've been suppressing things inside, holding it in, anything that you've been holding in, this will definitely take the lid off, okay? And, I think it's time for all of us to make the changes and release that which no longer serves us, so that we're holding more light and more love. So we're coming from our heart. We're coming from more love. And so a wonderful way to release frustration or anger is to direct it through working out. Get on the machines, pump the irons, take a brisk walk, jog, ride your bike. Do things that channel the energy so that you're not holding it in. We don't want to hold this powerful energy in. And Uranus is your ruling planet. You don't want to hold it in, because energy cannot be destroyed, only transformed. That's Einstein. And so you want to be using this energy to bring in more of what you want. Set boundaries with those that are, bringing anger out, right? We don't need to hang on to people that are pushing our buttons, or we need to step back and go, hey, Why is this person pushing my buttons? And so this is an opportune time for you to really focus on what you need, empowering yourself and channeling the energy in productive ways. Maybe you're writing a book. Maybe you're creating a fabulous project. Maybe you're building a new website. You know, whatever it is you're doing, that's a productive way to channel the energy. Because Uranus and Pluto are saying everything must change. Everything must evolve or dissolve. And what is not built on love and truth will dissolve. And it's saying to us, hey, are you ready to make real changes? For all of us. Do you trust yourself, your gut instincts, your intuition, your inner knowing? Do you trust your inner being? Okay, this is really important because it's about you trusting yourself. See, Uranus is pushing us and driving us for more freedom, innovation, and reform, propelling us out of the cultural conditioning to make a giant leap into the future. Pluto shows us what's been hidden or denied, forcing us to face our shadow side and own our power. We all have a shadow side. It's part of who we are. We are not here to dismiss it. We want to put our arms around it and embrace it. And that's what creates wholeness. Pluto teaches us about power, how we get our power, how we use our power, or how we give our power away. So the world does not give us power. The world does not give us self-esteem or self-worth. This is something that comes from within. So we must claim our power. We must claim our authority. We must claim our self-worth and self-esteem. It comes from within. So Aquarius, Pluto and Uranus want for you to claim your authority, claim your power. Historically, Pluto and Uranus have greatly accelerated our social and technological advancements. Uranus turns retrograde, your ruling planet, on July 13th through December 13th, forcing us to look at what has been keeping us enslaved. Now, Uranus is in the area of your mind, and Uranus is saying, okay, Aquarius, where do you need more freedom? And Uranus, your ruling planet, is in Aries, and Aries is a fire sign. Aquarius is an air sign, and fire feeds the air, and air feeds the fire. So you, Aquariuses, with planets, points, ascendant, and houses anywhere from 5 to 12 degrees, Aquarius is being harmoniously energized by Uranus. So that's the way out. When Pluto and Uranus get too intense for us, for you, Aquarius, Uranus in Aries is your ruling planet, but also Aries harmonizes with you. And so it's harmonizing with you to give you positive energy. And this is about using that powerful genius mind of yours to create what you want, to set boundaries with those that are negative, and to channel your energy into productive uses like writing, teaching, producing a project, producing a hobby, producing a new website, a book, whatever it is you're producing. This is a positive way to use this powerful energy. And Aries harmonizes with Aquarius. Now, Mercury, the messenger, turns retrograde at 13 degrees Leo from July 14th through August 8th, helping us discern, are we living from our ego, fear, or are we living from our heart, essence, love? We can either come from love or fear. Uranus, the higher octave of Mercury, wants us to be courageous and creative. Uranus is the higher octave of Mercury. Mercury rules our lower mind, how we think, communicate, our attitude, intellect, and perception. Uranus rules our higher mind, our genius, our ability to make breakthroughs. And this is activating the area of your life that has to do with partnerships, marriage, relationships, anyone you consult, business partnerships, your colleagues. So perhaps it's a time for you to rethink what you're doing in the partnerships, what you're doing with your colleagues, who you have been consulting with. And this is a good time to look at this, a very good time. And Leo trines Aries. Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius are the fire sign, grand fire sign, as Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra are the grand air sign. And Jupiter is in Gemini, trining you. Venus is in Gemini, trining you. Harmonious energy flow, empowering you to make breakthroughs, make accomplishments, be more creative self, have more creative self-expression, take risks, make breakthroughs, true love, romance. So this is an exciting time because Leo also sextiles Gemini. So your 5th house, the love you give to others, is on fire. Now your 7th house, Leo, is on fire. And you are being empowered to make breakthroughs in your life. So it's time, Aquarius, to not only think out of the box, but get out of the box completely. Go in a new direction. Blaze a new trail. Remember, you rule the new age, the age of Aquarius. Now, on July 19th, we have the new moon in Cancer. And Mars is now at 8 degrees Libra, opposing Uranus, squaring Pluto. So these are the spiritual houses for you and the houses of your mind. So you may be getting spiritual breakthroughs. You may be feeling more connected and dialed into source, into spirit. And you may be getting breakthroughs in your beliefs or false beliefs, like things you used to believe that you no longer believe anymore are now evolving you into higher beliefs, and you're really beginning to see the future vision. You know, a lot of the challenges that people aren't seeing the golden age for like those of us that are seeing into the future and are seeing it's already there. And if more people could embody love and positive energy, we'd already be there. And so this is an opportunity for you to focus on the positive, focus on what is working in your life. Now, with Mars squaring Pluto and opposing Uranus, who's also squaring Pluto, this can invoke violence. And violence isn't just physical. Violence can be language. Violence is anything that causes separation. What we think and say can either wound or heal. So we want to be aware of, you know, and especially for you because it is activating your communication houses. So we want to think about, okay, if I say that, am I going to empower this person or am I disempowering this person? Okay, so when we use our language, our intentions, we want to use them from love, where we empower others, we inspire others, we heal others, not to wound others or to disempower, because then that's fear. Now, the good news is Saturn, who's direct now, and in Libra, is squaring this Cancer new moon. And I see this as a good thing because squares are intense challenges. They invoke us to take action. And Saturn is calling us to make changes through peaceful means, practicing non-violence, being mindful of our thoughts, words, and deeds. And the Cancer new moon on July 19th is happening in the area of your life that has to do with working behind the scenes. So this new moon is saying to you, Aquarius, what is it that you need to feel safe and secure and balanced? This is about you taking care of your inner needs, especially now because the health houses are also being activated. So this is a really good cycle for you to be looking at, am I getting enough rest? Am I drinking enough water? Am I working out enough? Am I, how do I talk to myself? Am I feeding myself with positive thoughts, positive words, positive self-talk? Am I empowering myself? Am I meditating enough? Am I taking enough me time? Very important, because we act out in negative ways through ignorance and exhaustion. When we don't understand what's going on, and we're not, I believe, we're really tired. And many folks are deeply asleep at this time to the enormous changes taking place. And so that's feeding the negativity. And Prime Creator's love-light cleansing energy is pouring through all of us at this time. And Prime Creator is using, Source is using every new moon, every full moon, every sacred date, every equinox, solstice, the Venus eclipse, the Sun transit in June, the Pluto-Uranus, to cleanse us, to fill us with divine love, light energy. And for some people, it's causing some bizarre behavior. People are acting out in weird ways. And so what we want to do is we want to practice boundaries and compassion, because retaliation only fuels the negative and creates more negativity. So we want to be aware of where we're coming from and where others are coming from, and we want to stay in the positive. The good news is, on July 21st, we have an enthusiastic Jupiter-Uranus sextile, and this bubbles with brightness and ignites original perspectives. And Uranus is your ruling planet, and this is happening in the area of your life that has to do with how you think and communicate, and the house of true love, romance, and creative self-expression and taking a risk. So you could be seeing your love life really pick up the last 10 days of July, because Venus is direct now in the area of true love and romance. Jupiter is direct in the area of true love, romance, creative self-expression, and they are sextiling your ruling planet in the third house of communication. Then the Sun goes into Leo, Leo the Lion, on July 22nd, encouraging playfulness and creative self-expression. And Leo rules your 7th house of marriage and partnership. So Aquarius, you are lit for relationship right now. You are on fire. So no matter what Pluto and Uranus are doing, you still can meet your soulmate. You can still take your marriage and partnership to the next level. And you can be very creative at this time. And if you pour that creativity into any project you're doing, you will be unstoppable. So that's it for this time, Aquarius. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking and sharing my videos. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. Thank you for your comments, your letters, and feedback. You know, when you feedback on YouTube, it gives other people a chance to feedback. We have so much wisdom and insight and life experience from the YouTube community, from the podcast community. I don't always get a chance to feedback. So I really appreciate when you do that. Thank you to all my clients. You are so awesome. If you would like to work with me and have me take a detailed look at your personal astrology, or you're interested in coaching, the link is below. You just click on the link, you go to my astrology page, it takes you to my PayPal page, you choose the length of the session that you want. Once I see you've made that commitment, I email you my schedule, you choose the day and the time that you want, and we're off and running, rocking and rolling. So until next time, Aquarius, keep looking up.